right, I went to the art store and I bought some new paper. Here it is. It was on sale. It was $3 a sheet. And the reason I got new paper was this other paper that was from March's. This stuff right here, white, had a tooth to it that kind of I had to fight it when I was printing. And so I wanted something smoother and a thinner paper. So this is, let's see if I got a brand on it. It doesn't look like it has a brand name. There's no watermark. So it's just sort of a cream deckled edge paper. And we're gonna print this. We're gonna print this little girl that I carved, and I'm not sure how it's going to come out. I did something a little different this time. I didn't do any color on her face or hair, so she's going to be very blonde white girl, and but it's the paper that is going to be create the white. And I'm not sure if that's going to look unfinished or what. So we're experimenting here. You can follow along and see if it turned out. If it didn't turn out, then I might tweak it and remake the video, so you may never even know. All right, let's rip this paper. I'm going to do it 9 by 9. Sorry, I'm blocking you. 9 by 9. I like to draw a line. Not always, but if the paper is longer than the hair bar, then I will draw a line. It's not going to hurt anything. It won't show or anything like that. If you want good deckled edge, that's how you get it. And this is going to be a proof, because I really just don't know what this is going to turn out like. And I'm going to cut this in half. I may do a few prints off this. So we got, sorry, that's backwards. We've got the background, we've got the P coat, and then we've got the key block. So I'm thinking about a red for the background, but I need to think about that. The P coat needs to be dark, maybe dark blue. And I can sort of envision in my head what that looks like. And let me think. The only thing I'm not sure about is the red background. Maybe too intense and too contrasty with the skin of the girl. I may want something lighter in the background, like a pink or something, or a light blue. If I did light blue and then dark blue in the coat, I'm really torn on this. Light blue. If I do light blue, it's going to be a cool print, and her skin is going to be cream and her hair is going to be cream. If I do red, it's going to be a very warm print. I think I'm going to do blue because I think this is the winter girl. So this is the transparent base. Just does exactly what it says it does. Makes less opaque. it's crucial that I don't have anything in the white area on this. So I'm gonna have to really clean out that area. See where I got it in there? I need to get that off because otherwise she'll have a big glob of blue on her beautiful skin. Now I hold down one side and I pull up the edge. And I'm going to let you see this. You see how the ink is not on everything? That means I need to keep going and probably need to ink it some more. And the reason is this MDF just absorbs ink. And I'll need to do the back side of that too. Just kind of want to make sure you're in the scene. So let's do the other side. Now I'm putting the light blue all over where the coat is because the dark of the coat is going to print over the top of the light blue. Otherwise I would have needed to carve out the coat and make it a blank spot as well. Let's see how we're doing. Not too bad. Go a little further. I think that's good enough. So let's pull that up. There you go. Background. This little spot right here is going to be a problem, which is going to make this a real proof. So let's see. So I'm going to need to carve that out for a final print. Let's go ahead and do that. That's all I need. Actually, I'm gonna do one more. Just means I didn't go deep enough. All right, we're ready to start this blue black. Has to be blue, but with a little bit of black in it. So let's try that. A little bit of black. Some dark pea coat. Some blue. It's very dark. Darker than I wanted it. Probably should put a little less black, but it'll be okay. It'll be black with, and it'll just have a little feel of blue. Which is good. Good enough. All right. So now we're on the second one. Just bring the pea coat. We'll have white in here. Very dark. Too dark. We'll see. See how it turns out. All right, so you can see the pea coat, and we're going to start with this one. I did two. I only showed you one though, but actually, you know what? I'm going to do this one first because it's There's less ink down here. It's probably more dry than that one. Okay. All right, let's look at this. Nice. This will be interesting. Be interesting to see what happens when I put the top layer on the black key block. It really needs some definition, you can tell, but I think it'd be really interesting to see if this face just looks unfinished or if the paper will read as just a light girl. All right, guys, now we're gonna print the black. Key block, and we'll see how it looks. I think this is going to need tweaking. What I'm going to do is roll this out very thin and just kind of do layers, actually. So I don't have a lot on the brayer. That looks good. That looks good. When I carved this, I was very careful to go deep so that I wouldn't get a lot of areas inked that I didn't want. Like right there. Especially with a portrait like this, if you have a lot of areas of overage in areas you don't want ink, or even like carve marks, she's a young girl, you don't want her to look old, so don't want a bunch of black wrinkles. So here we go. Let's see. All right, here we go. I like it. Have to kind of think about it for a while. Let's do the other one. Sometimes when you do a piece, especially when you're trying something new, it takes a while to know whether you were successful or not. Sometimes I've done work that I thought that I was super excited about, and then later I would be kind of like, I think I was just emotional, excited, and it turns out to not be good. And sometimes it can be the opposite. You kind of write off a piece, and then later you're like, wow, that was really good. All right, here's the second one. Definitely glad I did two. So you can see that this blue that printed that I carved out is definitely not okay. So this one turned out okay. This could be the proof, which means the proof is what you use to measure all the other additions that you're doing. I don't think I'm doing an addition. So this would go in the trash because it did not turn out to the standard. This would be the standard proof. Thank you guys for coming along, and I'm really enjoying making these videos, and I'll keep doing it. Yeah, here it goes. Girl in a pea coat. Thanks a lot.